Hello Buzzcocks, my name is Hotsty and welcome back to Space Age Factorio. And as I will be going on vacation, I will try to produce a few episodes in advance. So maybe they will be a bit shorter, not that frequent, but at least we should be able to keep up a somewhat regular rhythm. And I am planning for this one that we add one additional hexagon to our system, and this one will be for processing units. And I am getting lazy, so I am thinking let's add a bit of that, and then let's add this to the mix, and then let's see, we have radar here, so we need radar there again. And then we will see. We need radar. Goes here. Okay, does not fit in here. Let's place one here for now, for construction purposes. Probably one down here as well. Need to connect that one. Power here, and down here we can have another one, and we need radar. That should build up the rail around this, and we need to produce green circuits, red circuits, we need wires, and then we also need sulfuric acid. So basically we need this set up for train stations, plus an additional train station for the sulfuric acid. And I already had a look here. We will not be able to produce a yellow belt of the processing units. The way I reduce this is that basically here for the wires we need 120 copper plates, and that's exactly 4 red belts. That's what we can get out of our unloading station, and that's, at least at the moment, the limiting factor. So let me also place in the stations, and then we will figure out what else we can do. One red belt can carry 30 plates of copper, so we have input-wise to divide this by 4, which means one belt of copper has 20 assembly machines. And if we have them on both sides, that's a length of 10, but we also have to consider that we get the double amount of copper cables out, so that means we have to split. We have to have two output lines for the copper, and we have to make sure to distribute them evenly on the two sides. So that could be challenging with an uneven amount. But let's figure this out. So here we want to have copper cables, and gets input. That's the other side. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we have 5, and then we have basically another 5. And we need to make sure that we get the output evenly distributed on here. So maybe what we could do is basically have the output here like this, and then here on the middle one we split the output on the two belts, and then this would go like that, and then we need to have it like this. So from this we get the wires on this side, there we get it on the inside, and there we have it nicely separated like that. Nice. So what we also then need is same setup on this side, and here we need to bring this, well, it does not really matter, because I wanted to have it close enough so we could add beacons on the outside. But with this setup we already have a space of 3, so beacons would not matter. So let's copy that, let's copy this. There it does not matter. Here, the other side, and that's, if we flip that this way, that works. Now all we have to add is power. And we do it here. And then here again. Lights. Let's have them here, here, there. And then we will have maybe we will turn this setup around. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the setup for the copper cables. So 240 divided by 30, that are 8. So we should have 8 output here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I miscount? Well, we will see, because I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20. That eats up 1 red belt. So let's connect this. Or we can connect this once that's gone. And then the next step is we need some lines for the green circuits. And here again, the limiting factor is the copper wires that we need to input. And let's divide this by 4 again, because that should give us an even distribution, hopefully, because both these numbers are divisible by 4. So let the robots first build this up, and then we can do the next step. This first step is built, and I have done the routing of the copper wires. We need a bit more than 1 red belt for the red circuits, but having the other 7 going into the green circuits, we will have a bit of left over in the setup. And if we basically have we can do this. Let's have a bit of space. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's crooked. There. There. And we need to move this one up there. Then we should be able to feed in the the iron here in one of the middle ones, and then on the outer ones we have two belts for copper. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. More likely 18. Let me see. We need to split this somewhat. And maybe let's bring that back a notch. We have 4 sections. Is that right? Anyway, we will need to rebalance here and here. This one will be the iron input and the other one will be the green circuit output. The setup for the red circuits is pretty similar, although a bit simpler, because we don't need that big amount of input materials, so we can have one belt for copper cables and then one shared belt for the green circuits as well as the plastics. That's why here in the middle we bring over the green circuits, and then we can have another one here. Snap. You want to align the assembly machines nicely, and if we look, we have an output of only 6 red circuits, so at this level the yellow belt will be sufficient. And then here on these ones we have to add green circuits on one side and the plastic from over here on this side, and then we have plenty of space for the blue circuits or processing units. The next part is also designed here, and at least half of it is already placed, although I do miss some undergrounds. And we have here the input line for our red circuits, and this is for the green ones, and all we need to do is hook up the pipe here for the sulfuric acid, and then we take this and just place it here. All that we need to do is switch this around. We don't need those parts, and we connect here, and I can connect these lines. These are the output. And then let's bring this up here. Et voila. And that's how this should work. Unfortunately, our red circuit production eats so much copper that this station is constantly empty, so any copper trains will go to the nearest train station, which is this one and not this one. So I think in order for this to actually be viable, we need one hook up the plastic there. Do this that way, and that's our plastic input. Voila. And down here I have planned out 2 more smelting array, and if we just upgrade this to red belt, then we can split 1 red belt into 2 yellow belts for 2 smelteries, and then here output we can have red belt, and that should help us load trains faster. And we do have 2 copper trains. Well, I will do that, and then hopefully we can see a start with the processing units. Now that we have received a quick delivery of copper, we can see we are starting here to produce. We have the first units already coming out, and I think one of the first things that I want is this power armor, because that allows us to have the personal roboports, so building gets easier. I don't have to put down temporary roboports to do the build. But we will focus on that next time. For now, goodbye!